Hey everybody, it's Boy here, or Natty White, and welcome to Spiked. I am here with Jake.
What's up, guys? My name's Jake. I am the former president of the most recent president of Smash Dogs, which is a Smash club we had at Mississippi State University on campus. Just a former player and friend, and to all these guys here that from Smash Dogs, and I am currently attending the University of Mississippi Medical Center and trying to get my doctorate in physical therapy. So that's going on right now. So I'm having a good time. Glad to talk to Nathan.
Let me ask you his first question. Though you're not using them right now, what drew you to K. Rool and Ridway specifically?
That's a good question. I've always been a fan whenever I play in games to pick if there's any character be it a fighting game or like a shooter or anything, the character that's the most like beast-like or like animalistic for some reason always appeals to me. And I've always thought Ridley, like through the Metroid games, I always thought like this is like a main character in all these this is like a main character in these like this mainline Nintendo game of Metroid. So like I was like, why can't he be in this game? And everybody's like, oh, he's too big. And I'm like, well, but he's really cool, and like he's been a main character. So it's like, he's not that big. It's like they shrink down a lot of characters, and they make some characters like that are actually smaller than they are bigger, so that they can fight everybody else, and not like Olimar, for example, is supposed to be like a quarter's height in the Pikmin games, and so like he's, but they made him obviously bigger than that for this game. But it's like, anyway, that's not a huge deal. But like, I've always just been an advocate for Ridley being in the game, and so like once he finally got announced due to popular demand, I was like, this is sick. I have to play the character now, because he just appeals to every like aesthetic that I like. And K. Rool's is in a similar way. I guess I just like big reptiles, and I just like how they run around on all fours or like fly through their wings, and I think that's like a super cool just aesthetic, and I'm a big fan of it. Super sick.
Did you play either of the games where they were from?
Yes, I played a lot of the Metroid games. I played Metroid, all three of the Metroid Primes, Metroid Fusion, Metroid Zero Mission. I have not played Metroid 2, Samus Returns, Metroid Hunters. Oh, good lord, I ain't dead, dude. You joking? Oh, get
Oh, I
dead.
knew it! No, and you didn't even make it back. Oh.
You flew too close to the sun, brother. I
thought
can't
could
find the
fit-
heartbeat.
I was like, you don't have a hair. You don't have a. You can't find a heartbeat. I was
That's
like, okay, you don't have much of recovery. I'm just gonna ferry you off stage, and you went high.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah, I went high with my little NATO. Anyway, yeah, like that's why I like those characters. I think they're really cool. They're bestial, like reptilian, and just like monsters, and they hit really hard, and they're big. That's my favorite.
The next question was gonna be, what's your favorite tournament you ever helped host at Smash Dogs?
Ooh, that's a good one. I think my favorite one that was like the most fun was actually our last one, Bully Land. Because we did it in conjunction with the esports guys, so we had a nice like venue, plenty of space that wasn't too hot. It wasn't too hot. It was like enjoyable for everybody. A bunch of people came that weren't even like Smash players just to see what was going on. We had an awesome crew battle, which was really close with the Alabama guys. And like, I don't know, it was just like a really enjoyable experience. Like, I feel like all of us came together and worked together for stuff, and we all contributed, and we had decent production value. So it was like, I don't know, it was just like, I know that like I'm not nearly as much of a president and like campaigner as like Griffin is. So it's like being able to just be able to, I had really good people around me just to that all contributed so much with making everything good, and it made Smash Dogs look like really professional and good. You're good.
No.
Made Smash Dogs look really professional and good, so I think it helped with the reputation. It mostly just served as like a reminder that I didn't like under my leadership, I didn't like ruin the club's reputation or anything.
think you were
Which
gonna
I
ruin
wasn't.
it?
I wasn't afraid I would. I was just like, okay, that was our last thing, and I was like, okay, like, we're not in shambles still, even after Griffin's gone. So like, I was just happy about that. Oh, what you think?
Nope.
I've hit it like by 3.
Oh, I thought I had enough room. I let go.
That's why I
'cause
turned around.
I thought I had enough room. I let go. I
I
was
thought
like,
you were
"You're
gonna
too-"
roll.
I was like, oh, I'm far enough away. Nope.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna roll, but at the top of my little doctor's, whatever that thing is called. What is that thing called?
You're a
I'm gonna
doctor
look it
soon,
up.
right?
I'm gonna look it up. I'm not not that kind of doctor, dude. Let's see. I wear the red coat so that the blood doesn't show up.
Oh, jeez. Who is your favorite top player to watch currently?
Ooh. Let's see. That's a good question. And as far as Ultimate goes, I think I still I like watching Tweak a lot. Just because of the high quality of his play and just how clean a lot of his strings are and stuff. It's like really fun to watch. I of course always love watching Nairo. He's always fun to watch, even though he plays Palutena, which I'm not a big fan of in this game. I like watching Void. I like watching Fatality. Wadi. Wadi was my favorite player in Smash 4, and even though he plays Rob in this game, which nothing's wrong with Rob. It's just not the character that I normally play. I just enjoy watching. I enjoy his style of play. He has a really good neutral and really solid fundamentals, and I just love watching players with good fundamentals more than anything. But I think, actually, no, I don't think about it. Trella, and he just plays in such a clean way, and he's not fancy. He's not fancy combos. He's just straight good punish game and just hefty fundamentals, and it's just a play style that I really aspire to have, which is just clean, simple, nothing too insane tech wise. Probably Trella. I'd say Trella is an answer for not number 1.
We can reset the connection after this game.
Oh no, it's over.
I messed this up. It's okay, you're dead anyway.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
super
good.
dead.
Oh, I did set up. I thought I hit the spike.
Oh yeah, no, you definitely did hit that spot.
Alright. So.
Oh, Yoke Air.
So I know you're known for staying fit, or at least when you were here at State, you were.
A little bit, yeah. I stay
So
kinda. Yeah.
how long have you been hitting the gym for, consistently?
Okay, so consistently, well, I basically 7th grade when I started playing football was the beginning of it. Nice. Like 7th grade, it was the first time I started lifting weights. I had played rec league stuff before that, but nothing serious where I worked out and had a regimen. But football and soccer throughout my entire high school and middle school career what did it, because it was, I don't want to say it was me being diligent. I mean I was, because I didn't give up or anything, but but it was just a lot of I had to, because it's it was what I did with my team, so I have to do it or else I'd fall behind. So it was a lot of out of necessity. I've been doing it since 7th grade, I guess, consistently. It's been just an important thing, and I wanted to keep, even after I got out of football and soccer where I would run a ton, I wanted to make sure I kept doing it, because I didn't want to be somebody that after they got out of the sport they played, that they just suddenly got fat or something. Nice.
Actually, can't.
Oh, no.
I upbeat. It didn't reach. That's crazy. Okay.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
Okay.
But yeah, since 7th grade, I've been lifting weights for a while now.
And the question after that actually follows it. How do you balance Smash school/work and working out?
It's a good question. Smash I haven't dedicated as much time to lately, in terms of practice or anything like that. Because it's just something that it's like I love it and I have a ton of fun with it. But once I got out of state, it's just like now I'm having to do physical therapy school, which is basically like a 9 to 5, and so it's like it needs to be just being something I do much more casually, I think, because I just can't really dedicate much time to it because I got married, I have a wife now. I need to dedicate time to her over everything else, like because she's the most important. So it's like I just have like bigger priorities that I have to do, not just because that's like what I need to do. So it's just a really important thing that I manage that stuff. So Smash it's really just been more of a casual hobby now. Just like I don't want to get into oh that sucks to much more competitive like games or things like that. I need to still play video games just to like relieve stress. That's really what I'm seeing it as now, and less of like an investment. You know what I mean? Um, so yeah, I have to do that. Working out is also like something I have to really like be conscious about, because it's easy to just start just being like, oh, I could use this time to study, or I could use this time to just play on my computer or something, But I have to really like make time because I only worked out like one day last week, but I'm trying to get into a consistent schedule even with as hard as this is now, just because. Oh no, I'm dead. But yeah, it's just something that like you just have to really just assess the point in your life you're at, and you say I can't really do this as much anymore, as much as I want to. It's just not something that I really can do anymore. So it's like I've come to peace with that, and I'm really happy with how things are going with my life. But yeah, I'd say like I still need to manage and give myself time for fun and stuff like that, because that's the only way you'll stay sane with this kind of like workload. So yeah.
I love how earlier I side beat that. It did. Oh, I got arson. Oh, okay. I was at 60.
You were at 60.
I went for a grab. Joker's so light.
And he jumped over the ground.
The next question is, who do you think, or at least when you were there, the hypest player to watch in Smash Dogs?
Ooh, that's a good question. I don't want to give Mies any credit, but he's really fun to watch.
Don't want to give Mies any credit.
Dude, I just hate it. I hate giving him credit. But no, I love Mies. But I loved watching Mies. I always love watching Steven. Let's see. Mies, Steven are really fun. Just because they have interesting play styles and stuff. And they always can like do something pretty hype. Boom. Boom. Oh.
We had the same idea. Whoa! Wait, you're dead. Oh, you made that back.
Yeah. Between those two, I say Mies. I don't know, man. I can't give it. Should I give that to him? What do you think? What do you think he'll think
It's
of
your
that?
personal opinion.
Yeah. I'll give it to Steven. Just like thinking about it and how all the out of state like upsets he's caused and how excited we've been to see him do well. I'd say, but don't take that from me. I like that.
I did in the trailer.
Oh. Yes, you did.
Aw.
Ooh. But yeah, I'd give it to Steven. Pac-Man, I hate playing against. I don't hate playing against Steven. I actually have had some good sets with Steven, but it's just hard. He has a frustrating playstyle a lot of times, but he's really good, and he plays the way he plays really well. So it's really engaging to play against him. Same with Mies. Same with Jenkins too. They're really fun to play against because I think they really challenge your thoughts, and you can't like play too passively against them, or they can punish you for it.
Oh. I love how it shows the feet dangling out when that happens,
Oh,
like, underneath the stage.
Yeah, it actually does. It's so silly. Yeah, those are my. Yeah, I'd give it to Steven. I love playing against so many Smash Dog people though, because they really like challenge and make you think new ways of how to play the game. Make you think you're doing. You realize your mistakes when you play against a lot of them. for sure.
You have to fight 7 different Ganondorfs on the same team and figure out how to kill them.
Okay.
You
How
can-
many tries
you,
do I
You
get?
get one shot
Yeah, that's what I
to
thought.
figure out how you want to do this. You can choose any legal stage that you want,
Any character.
any character. If you, I'll give you a minute to think of an idea, and then I'll need you to say what your idea is.
I'm gonna. I'm gonna play Simon Belmont and throw my projectiles at them to the best of my abilities. Tilt, but these men are really close to me, and I. Okay, good start. I SD'd at 53. These boys, I'm gonna keep dash attacking through all of them. See what I can do. Oh no, this is not good. Oh no. I'm living. I'm living. Oh my good lord in heaven. Oh my. Okay. Let's go! He can full up air me like a champion. Oh, but I'm murdering some of them though. Dear Lord Ganondorf. Dear Lord. What is wrong with you? I'm gonna try the down air strategy. Oh my. Oh my. I'm living. Oh my lord. I gotta keep making this hit. No! Up smash was the one, dude.
Okay. I can't wait to get dunked by a plant. What's your first memory with Smash in general?
Ooh, dude. Okay, my first memory of Smash in general was I remember my buddy. Actually, it's probably had one before this. It was my best friend, Zach Wilson. I met him when I was like 3 years old, and like he was next door neighbors to my grandma, and I used to go to her house a lot, and he had Smash Melee at his house on the GameCube. And of course, like we played that all the time. Like we didn't know anything about competitive, or that people played it competitively, because this was back in like 2002 or something. We were playing it, and we just played it all the time. I played Bowser. He's my favorite character in Melee, and I just played him so much. And he was like all I ever played. He always played. He liked Marth and Roy.
That
Up smash.
beat that out.
It has invincibility. Yeah, he played Marth, and he played like Fox. He played a couple others. I always played Bowser any chance I got, and oh, I'm dead. Yeah, and I really enjoyed that game. So that's my earliest memory. It's just playing with him. We played so much. Every time I was over there, we'd play the adventure mode where you had to outrun the cars on the F-Zero stage, and it was just so much fun. We were like running from that stuff, and Bowser was so slow, so I had to like his like sprint animation was him like sliding on his claws.
He's like a
And,
car.
Yeah, exactly. He's like so sick, and I thought that was awesome. And so I just did that all the time, and we played the adventure mode, and we'd play against each other, and play against computers, and like multi-man smash, and home run contest, and everything that was super fun in Melee. Target. Oh, I know this. Oh, I didn't get punished. Oh.
It's okay, I'm bad. So 64 actually wasn't your first game.
Yeah, but there was a buddy of mine from my hometown that did have 64 that I played like a couple times.
Are you dead?
But oh, I'm super dead. You joking? Oh yeah.
Oh, that
That's it,
angle.
baby.
Ooh.
That's an ugly one. Yeah, I was at 53, dude. Like Bowser F smash. You don't mess around with that move, dude. But anyway, yeah. So that's my earliest memory, was playing Melee at my buddy's house.
And next question is, what's your favorite tournament that was out of state or we did not host?
That we didn't host.
Yeah, either you could have gone yourself or it was with the group.
So, the scene I was with before Smash Dogs, was at South Mississippi, and they were called SMS, or South Mississippi Smash, and just I had a ton. That's where I started my competitive Smash like journey, and just have a ton of friends there that I made through while I was at community college at Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College. Um, I went to like all of their locals every Wednesday, like every single week, and it was just so much fun hanging out with those guys, and they just would destroy me, and it was just a ton of fun. And I tried to do something there. And anyway, they had one tournament for me when I was leaving for state, like right before I left for state, called and I know you're familiar with the 2GG tournaments, the sagas that they had. They had a Jake saga because it was me leaving, and so they had like a bunch of side events themed after all of my characters that I used to play. I used to be a Ganondorf main. We had like an all Ganon bracket. We had just really fun side events that I enjoyed that we ran at the weeklies a lot. We ran a bunch of like silly side events at all the weeklies. And oh no. We ran a bunch of like really silly side events, like 300% temple doubles, like starting at 300%, and you just have to tech at the bottom. You just had to tech on the stage the whole time and try to live as long as you could, with like 5 stocks. And that was super fun. We had a Bop It tournament.
Save me.
We had a Bop It tournament where a bunch of people just played Bop It in a big circle, and we just passed it around, and if you got out, then like it's like if you didn't hit it in time, then you were out, and then you had to leave the circle, and everybody paid $1 to enter. So it was all of them were like dollar entry side events, so there would be money, and they made like this funny little graphic with my face pasted on like a Mewtwo and like a Ganondorf and I don't know, it was just a bunch of silly stuff, and it made me feel like it made me feel special, made me feel like they cared about me. So it really meant a lot to me that they wanted to do that for me. So it was really special to me. So I'll always remember that. My girlfriend at the time, now my wife, came to. That was the only Smash tournament she'd ever been to. Even since then, that was the only one she's ever been. Helped run the bracket, like like on Smash GG, because she liked how it worked and how the bracket stuff worked. So it was just a lot of fun. A lot of my friends came. So yeah, Jake Saga was my favorite for sure.
What year was that?
I guess that wasn't out of state, was it? But it was not with Smash Dogs.
Yeah,
that was the question. Yeah.
It was not.
That was 20.
Oh, I have so much N lag if I mess that up.
I know, exactly. It was like 20. What was the year I came to state? 2017. Yeah, it was 2017. It was like the summer before state. Oh, I read it, but
I'm surprised that missed, and I'm surprised that hit. No, I rolled.
Don't roll.
Why'd I
forward.
roll in?
Always roll away.
Okay.
On that, because I'll always down smash. But then, now that I know you roll away, I'll just dash attack.
Dash attack won't kill as early.
No, not. Oh yeah, it's just take the dash attack.
Oh. Okay, we're good.
I thought it would kill. Oof. Oof.
I tried the elevator.
That's oh yeah, I've seen people. People have hit me with that. Don't run up to me. Oh.
I thought I had. Okay. Arson. Nope.
Out of shield.
I know you are a bit of a fan of anime, and
Yeah.
I would like to ask, what are your top 3 favorite
Fan, I'd say.
animes? Your top 3 favorite.
My top 3 favorite.
Mhm.
Okay. Grappler Baki. Grappler Baki.
I'm dead. I thought maybe I could make that back.
My Hero Academia. And man, there's some good ones, dude. Maybe ReZero. I really like that one. I enjoyed that one. Samurai Champloo, honorable mention. Um, that one's really cool. Golly, dude.
You got one more slot to fill.
I'm a big fan of Naruto, but it's like probably not one of my favorites. Death Note. Oh, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood probably. I give it to that one. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
All right.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
And the last question: if you could learn one character you currently do not know how to play and master that character, who would it be in this game?
Ryu
Ryu?
or Ken. Ryu and Ken. I know they're not the same character, but
Especially with the buff
Ryu.
recently.
oh, dude, they're both really good after the buff, but in different ways. But Ken is probably better. Ryu and Ken, for sure. And then after that, Snake, because I'm so bad with Snake. Snake is like easily my worst character. Like it's so bad. It's embarrassing.
Even worse than like Mega Man.
Oh yeah, probably. Oh yeah, I'd say for sure.
People call him brain dead too.
Yeah, Snake. I know.
Yeah.
I'm just bad with him. Like it's just a character that does not click with me whatsoever. I don't know what to do in the neutral. I don't know what to.
You know what? You know.
Yeah.
Dash tag. Looks like you're trying
Yep.
to eat me. All right.
Yeah. I know.
And
that.
I think that was it for the questions. So, if you want
Yeah,
to
dude.
plug anything, any Twitter, anything that you have going on in your life, just go ahead and plug it up.
I don't really have anything, man. I'm kind of in that state where I'm just like I'm trying to put my head down, go to school, hang out with my wife, and yeah, just praise God. I'm still alive. I'm doing good. I'm making it. I got 3 years of physical therapy school, and then I'll try to be working after that. So should be good. Should be solid. Doing pretty well. I don't really have any social media I'm on, so
You do have a Twitter,
nothing
don't
relevant. I do. I think it's at Jake or at Jake underscore SSB. JAKE_SSB. Yeah. I have a really cool Twitter banner with Ridley on it that Trevor made. So that's really cool. But yeah, other than that, I don't think I have anything else, man.
All right. Well, thank you for coming on. Appreciate it.
Yeah, dude, I appreciate you wanting to talk to me. It was awesome. I'm glad I get to talk to you just about whatever. It's a good time.